There are a lot of Pokemon games, and in recent times it's more common for other companies to get the rights to make Pokemon games. Most recently, Bandai Namco was in charge of making new Pokemon Snap, and the Sinnoh remakes are going to be the first mainline games to not be developed by Game Freak at all. Pokemon Unite is one of these outsourced games. Developed by the Chinese company Tencent, not many people seemed interested in the game when it was first announced, but now it's hard to go anywhere online without seeing reference to it. Pokemon Unite is a free-to-play MOBA. Teams of 5 Pokemon attempt to earn the most points within the 10-minute time frame. There are 6 goals on the field, 3 for each team to score in. You gather points by taking out wild Pokemon, and then sending your points to the goal. The more points you deposit, the longer you have to wait to score, and each goal can only take so many points. You do not earn points by beating your opponents unless they were carrying a bunch of points themselves, so please, don't go crazy trying to take out your opponents, it's usually not worth it. While things like type matchups and base stat totals don't matter in Unite, each Pokemon is put into one of 5 classes. Attackers are generally strong but frail. Defenders are the opposite, having a low damage output but high bulk. All-rounders are a mix of bulk and offense, but are masters of neither. Supports do just what their name says, support the rest of the team. Speedsters are the junglers of the game, which is a term I learned a few days ago. This means that they're basically attackers, but even stronger at the expense of even lower defense, and they also have one attack at least that can act as a dash. They're supposed to go in the middle of the map and then ambush one of the lanes, and if done correctly it can be devastating. No matter which Pokemon you pick, you start the game at level 1, and in the most basic, non-baby form of your Pokemon, you'll need to grow stronger by taking out wild Pokemon. Besides earning points, wild Pokemon also give experience. Earning enough experience allows you to level up, which can bestow new moves and even evolutions. When learning a new move, each Pokemon actually chooses between one of 2. For example, Garchomp's first move upgrade is a choice between Dig, a dash attack that can combo with one of his later moves, and Dragon Rush, a dash attack that can combo with one of his later moves. You can eventually unlock a super move called a Unite attack, as well as upgrades to the moves selected. Most wild Pokemon exist just to be wailed on, but there are 5 special ones. Buffalant and Ludicolo provide small buffs when they're taken out, but the important ones are Rotom, Dreadnought, and especially Zapdos. Rotom spawns on the top of the map, and will help you take the goal. Dreadnought will spawn on the bottom of the map, and when he's defeated, everyone on the team will earn a large amount of experience and a shield. Zapdos is the most important and most busted. Taking down Zapdos will give everybody on the team 20 points. It will also make it so that scoring is instant. Zapdos can easily swing a game so that a team that was dominating gets dominated. There's only one counterplay to Zapdos. When you press plus, then minus, then X, you can have your team vote to surrender. Surprisingly, the Pokemon available are fairly well balanced. Venusaur is generally agreed to be the weakest member of the roster, and Charizard players tend to be a special breed, but even those 2 are more than capable of contributing to the team. Everyone else is seen as at least fairly good, but that's not to say things are perfect. 2 Pokemon completely dominate the game, Gengar and Zeraora. At the most basic level, these 2 are speedsters that bypass their frailties through generous invincibility frames and healing respectively. The reality of the situation is a bit more complicated. Gengar has an obnoxious combo that basically has no cooldown, while also making him invincible. Zeraora can dash 3 times in a row, and he can rely to heal himself. And one of his moves is basically a super with a cooldown of a normal move. Besides the standard battle mode, there are 2 alternative modes. Ranked battles unlocks first, so we'll talk about it first. This is the exact same as standard battles, even using the same map, except now there's a ranking system. Once you break out of the Great Hell, where the Brain Dead and the Prodigies mingle, the game gets pretty tough. There are also quick battles. These battles are only 5 minutes long, and the map they're played on rotates every day. These are the most accessible battles in the game. Naturally, they're the last to unlock. One nice part about Pokemon Unite that's taken from real-life Chinese society is the social credit system. If you play nice and you have stable internet, you'll have nothing to worry about, and in fact you'll get a few coins every day you play. But, if you disconnect a lot, or you're overall rude, people can report you, and this will hurt your social credit ranking. If your ranking drops enough, you'll lose access to ranked battles, and even standard play. This is a rather nice feature, as it stops people from being rude to each other during the game. It's kind of hard to be rude to people when there's no in-game chat, but people will find a way eventually. I mentioned before that Pokemon Unite is free to play. Despite Pokemon having many free-to-play games with questionable monetization strategies, this game seems to have caused the most stir. There are two reasons for this. The first, and less impactful, is the sheer amount of things that can be bought. Even if it doesn't say so in the shop, every item can be purchased with premium currency. If you want more than the few Pokemon you're given starting out, you'll have to save coins for a little over a month just to buy one, or you can break out the wallet and buy a ton. Want some held items? Sure, you could farm tickets, or you could just break open the bank and make things easier. Need that Boomer Garchomp Hollowware? Lucky you, it's only a credit card swipe away. You can also spend money to increase the rate you earn currency and experience, but this doesn't seem to boost the cap, so I'm not sure why you'd bother. You can also earn more rolls in the gacha this way. And by the way, there's a gacha system, but thankfully it's fairly minor. It mostly just gives clothes you can already buy in the shop, but there are a few exclusive clothes that only come from the gacha, and this is the only way you can get Hollowware without paying money. Now for the more pressing issue. Remember those held items I mentioned earlier? Those level up too, but not for using them. Instead, you have to use these items called item enhancers to power them up. This is where the, very much warranted I must add, pay-to-win complaints have been coming from, as these items can change the game when powered up. Or at least some people say so. I've seen conflicting reports on how much each item impacts the game. Some report that with the right setup, Absol can do triple the damage it normally can, while others say even at level 30 the boosts aren't that impactful. The general consensus though is that you'll want to hit at least level 20 if you want to start doing ranked runs. But let's say you want to max out all the items. It costs 2,587 item enhancers to fully max out one item. Item enhancers cost 10 tickets, or you can buy them one for one with gems. The cheapest way to accomplish this is to buy the $40 pack. And don't forget, 3 held items can be used at one time. So that comes down to $120 to fully max out held items on one Pokemon. Well, these maxed out items can be used on any Pokemon. It's unlikely that they'll be the best in slot unless those Pokemon is of the same type. But that just means more item enhancers. Also, some items, such as the leftovers and wise classes, are trap items meant to fool people into thinking they're good and worth upgrading, when in reality all they are enhancement sinks. All in all though, I'm really enjoying Pokemon Unite. Each individual game goes by really quickly, while also being unique, so it's easy for a few minutes to turn into a couple of hours. And Tencent has shown they're going to be adding more and more content to the game. As a few days ago from the time of recording, Gardevoir was added to the game. I'm hoping they eventually go in and rebalance some of the characters, and that they add more maps, since right now you can only play one map in Ranked and Standard. But again, I'm pretty happy with playing Pokemon Unite. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1 quintillion subscribers by the end of the week, and right now we're doing pretty good progress, so if you want to help contribute to that goal, make sure to subscribe.